you. Well, thankfully those very severe winds down the eastern side of the country as we went through this morning. Still pretty strong winds for a while, but the severe gales now moving across the North Sea into Holland. It looks like over the next couple of days we'll find the strongest winds across southern parts of Scandinavia. You can see those wind arrows there. But we're not out of the woods yet, because already we can see out in the west that strong winds or even gale force winds will return across the country during Thursday and possibly into Friday as well. Well, today many places have stayed fine, but we've kept the showers going, especially across the northeastern quarter of Scotland right the way through the afternoon. And there are more complications to come tonight as this weather front comes in off the Atlantic. That'll enhance the showers across northwestern parts of the country in particular. But high pressure further south, clear skies means a fairly cold night. A touch of ground frost around in many places. Of course, the more prone locations could see a touch of air frost as well. But I think a typical 3 degrees across southern and some eastern parts of Scotland as well, perhaps for a time. But the wind and the cloud and the rain as well moving into northwestern areas later on means that temperatures could well rise in the second half of the night. So rather a complicated looking picture for Wednesday. The high pressure in the south means a good deal of fine bright weather. Lots of sunshine in the morning that will tend to cloud over again through the afternoon. Now further north, outbreaks of rain never too far away from northern and western Scotland. I think that rain pushing further southeast as well as we go through the afternoon. The wind's freshening as well, but perhaps not too strong the winds tomorrow. I think the stronger winds are likely to return across those northwestern parts of Europe, in fact, during Thursday and into Friday. Temperatures about 13 or 14 degrees for many southern parts of the country on Wednesday afternoon. Those strong winds knocking the temperatures on the head to some degree through Northern Ireland especially, probably only 11 degrees at best, and that's just 52 degrees Fahrenheit. So a pretty windy day coming up on Thursday. As you can see, low pressure again up to the north of Scotland by that time. That weather front spilling eastwards across central and eastern parts of England during the morning. Some quite heavy bursts of rain still left, with brighter weather following, and many parts having a much brighter afternoon. But I think for much of Scotland, outbreaks of rain continuing for much of the day, with gale force winds sweeping in from the west. On Friday, a fairly cloudy scene, perhaps the brightest weather down across eastern parts of England for much of the day, but further outbreaks of rain continuing across the north and west of the country. So a very unsettled spell coming up.